Some news from B'Omer. I woke up in the middle of the night and had a explication of a dream that I was having. And so I'm going to use some of the wordings here that I had. I had the name El Shaddai come to my mind. And it said, and his songs were 1,005. Songs were an aleph and a hey. The full spelling of El Shaddai is 999 plus 1 for the word itself, plus the 5 letters. That's 1,005. But something even deeper about El Shaddai is its normative gematria of 345. 314 for Shaddai, and 31 for El. Miraculously, this comes out to be Lag B'Omer. The gematria of Lag B'Omer, spelt without the vav, is 345. Lag B'Omer is the level of El Shaddai, is the level of Yesod. In its explication to me, as I was writing down, I write the name, that it's not only the home of Yesod, the Yesod name, and the true center of the body, but it's the gematria of Moses, Moshe, 345. And Moshe is considered the spark, the soul root. Shimon ben Yochai is considered a spark of the soul of Moshe. And that's reflected in the 345 gematria. But even deeper, the name is El Shaddai that's associated there, which is 345. And that's the Lag B'Omer. Great secret of Kabbalah is its Yesod, anything to do with Yesod. Shaddai itself having to do with Yesod. Shaddai as in full as 814. When I was writing out, because I was writing out that it's all Tzaddikim come from Yesod and from El Shaddai. And then I look up and I realize that Tzaddikim itself, spelled out with a 600 as a final mem, is 814. Tzaddikim as 814 is the full potential of Shaddai, 814 spelt out full. This is all Yesod. And this is, again, how do we understand this? It's why Shimon ben Yochai, they consider the father of Kabbalah. It's all Yesod. And that's the secret of the 5 dinim. Now, strangely enough, 2 days ago, I'm walking down the street and I find a card, a playing card, turned over. I open it up and it's the 5 of spades. At first I had trepidation because it looks like a bad card. As it turns out, these are the 5 dinim. This is the culmination today of those 5 dinim. The 33rd day of the Omer, that's after 4 weeks. So we're in the middle of the 5th week after 5 days. And that's the end of the dinim, because there are really 5. After the 5 dinim, they collect in Yesod. And then Yesod, they're given to Malchus. But there are really only 5 dinim, and the strength ends after the 5th day. So the 4 weeks have been completely filled, terminated the dinim. And then this is the 5th week, 5th day, it's completely terminated. And then the 6th day, they collect into Yesod. That's why the Sephardim do Lad B'Omer. 34th day, to reflect the Yesod. They are the finishing of the dinim after the 5 days. But Lag B'Omer finishes those dinim too. This is the Aleph and the 5. This is the 5. This all comes, remember, the Tzaddikim and Tefillin. Tefillin is a perfect expression of the 814 in the word Shaddai, with the shin of the head, the dalet of the head, and the yud of the arm, as Shaddai, plus other things, other shins, other yuds, other dalets that are on the body. And so, 814 and Shaddai. Before I get to the next little thing, I want to show you that if you spell Omer with a Vav, you get a different gematria. You get 351 plus the 7 letters, it's 358, it's Mashiach. So we don't spell Omer with a Vav. But in its potential, Omer has a Vav. And then you get 351 plus the 7 letters, that's 358. That's Mashiach or Nahash. And turn the Nahash into the Mashiach. As you know, I'm reading some of this that I wrote this morning. And then, the past few days I've been doing things with my name. I've always been going by the name Alexander. Well, I've changed my name of this. I've gone more to the Talmudic and the Greek, Alexandrus. I've added the Vav and the Samach, and my name is Alexandrus ben Ephraim. I'm going to go by the whole name. Alexander had a great gematria of 365, which was the negative commandments, or the days of the solar year. However, Alexandrus ben Ephraim has a gematria of 814, which just so happens to correspond to Shaddai, fully spelt out, and Tzaddikim, and this level of Yesod that I'm attaching to on Lag B'Omer, which is 345, and El Shaddai. And Ephraim itself has a gematria when 802 plus 13 letters comes out to be 815, which is 814 plus 1. And then we have the concept of Ben. And Ben is 702, which is Shabbat. And then if we add, or 52, which is the 52 name of Yud K Vav K, which is applicable here on Lag BaOmer, because this is when the disciples of Rabbi Akiva stopped dying, the 24,000 disciples or the 12,000 pairs. And how do we get 24,000? Well, we have 220 for Yud times 10 is 200. Then times 12 is 2,400. Times the final hey, fully spelt out, hey, that's 10. That's 2,400 times 10, that's 24,000. And that's how we get the 24,000, all out of the Ben name. And those are paired of the two aspects, because the Ben name is comprised of two Yud-K Vav-Ks. One of them is Dinam, so that's the pair. Kedusha and Dinam. So we have 24,000 from the Ben name, which again is a beautiful name to reveal here today. And the Alexander Rus, whose first letter is Aleph, and last letter is Samech, which is a beautiful Ein Sof, which corresponds to one of my symbols. And so there we have more. The final letters of my name, Alexander Rus, Ben Ephraim, Samek, Nun, Mem. If spelt out also, give 306 plus 8 letters, 314, Shaddai. If I take the first letter of Alexander Rus and the last letter of Ephraim, that's Aleph and Mem, that's mother, that's 41. That's the 41st day of the Omer, which is Yesod Sheba Yesod. Or from the bottom, Gavura Sheba Gavura. So you see the parallels here of what's really going on. So this is just a few things that I have here. I have some more of Yesod and Malkus, which is the culmination of these 5, which is 576 plus 9 letters plus 1 for the word, 586, which is Yesod spelled out. And Yesod and Malkus is one, just like Keter Malkus fully spelled out is one. So all this comes about from waking from the dream of El Shaddai, not realizing that El Shaddai spelt Lag BaOmer, and all this comes out of that. What a beautiful thing to wake up to be involved in the energy of this, of Moshe, of Shimon ben Yochai, of the concept of Hod Shebahod, the end of the 5 dinim in Hod. As I go out to celebrate Lag BaOmer.